I don't see it.
Hey, it looks like it's live on 4 different things.
I understand that, but I'm saying I don't see it here.
I got it live now on your page.
All right.
Welcome into the show, folks. You're here with us on our lunch break. And maybe it's your lunch break too, or you're just catching this some other time. But we're happy you're here with us. As Johnny told you yesterday, much like AI, the show will get better every single day. And hopefully we deliver a little bit better show for you today than we did yesterday. I know, Johnny, you've got some extra bells and whistles for us.
It's going to be a tsunami of mistakes today.
A tsunami of mistakes is, you got to try. Who cares if you don't try? Have you ever seen Post Malone's first video?
I don't really. I've only heard that person's name. I don't know who he is.
He's very popular.
I understand he's a singer or some entertainer. So,
but tomorrow we should show his very first video, as it's an example of why you just keep trying, because you'll continue to get better. Because his first video, oh boy.
Well, yes. Again, Joe Rogan. You ever seen the first Joe Rogans where they're sitting at like those tables you buy at Office Depot?
Oh yeah,
that are like white with the black. Yeah, it's funny. They're just sitting at these fold out tables.
Not that we think we're Joe Rogan.
No, but everyone starts somewhere.
That's right. Yeah, you gotta look. At the end of the day, we enjoy talking about this stuff.
We do enjoy.
We'd be talking about it during our lunch break anyway.
Yes. So have we welcomed everybody to lunch break?
Now everybody else can join us on their lunch break.
My first question: we are not eating lunch, even though you could be eating lunch with us. What do you wish that you had to eat for lunch right now?
I'm gonna go way off the radar of where you think I would be going.
Okay.
I'm very sentimental today for some reason. I would want to go to 1988, where my dad could make me an egg sandwich.
Oh boy, you're getting philosophical there.
Yeah, I'm feeling philosophical today. He died almost 20 years ago. And I thought, because I was thinking on the way here, what would I want for lunch today?
Yeah.
And that's what popped in my mind.
I would do I had this and I just lost it. Okay, I would go to Winsel's and get gumbo with gumbo and at least a side salad, so I'd have a super light lunch.
Well, then if we're going to Winsel's and you're getting gumbo and a side salad, I would get oysters.
And I would probably do fried. Again, if the calories don't count, if there's imaginary, I would get the fried crab claws too.
I'd probably eat a loaf of bread.
Oh, yes. Well, you could do that. Yes. With the garlicky.
I mean, it's just so good.
Yeah.
They just keep bringing it to you.
Yes. It is. And, Winsel's, I call it it's a tourist kind of placey, but I think it has traditional Mobile gumbo.
I think so too. I think it's a good experience for people who have never been here to go see a little bit of what it's about.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of seafood here inside the city limits. Most of what people from Mobile call seafood is over in Spanish Fort.
Or the Causeway.
Causeway's in Spanish Fort.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Correct. Yeah, sorry. Yes.
But we claim it. We
do claim it. Yes.
Yeah. So.
All right. I'm going to ask the question, who do you think, this is the AI on many assistants here. So this is my ninja tools. Who do you think will win the Mobile mayor race? All right, in 2025.
Johnny, can while we're waiting on that to work, can I just remind any of our listeners, if you play fantasy baseball, the first game starts today at 1:20, so you need to go ahead and get your lineups locked in.
Oh, that's good. That's news you need to use.
Yeah, news for you. There's nothing worse than getting tied up, not getting your lineup set, and then there's an early start.
Yes,
and your lineup is locked.
Okay, so this one it didn't give me anything. It says, assuming you mean the mayoral election. Yes. Okay. cannot predict election outcomes.
It's probably
Nonsense.
ask it to tell you who's got the most momentum based on things that it can find online.
Okay. On information at hand.
I tell you something I do find
Online.
interesting is these campaigns are now, I don't know if how recently they started doing this, but I'm now getting campaign advertisements on my streaming platforms.
Which is a good buy. That's a smart buy.
Yeah,
It's
so
cheap.
like my kids think that somehow these people are famous around the world because they come on Disney TV.
I got you.
They're like, Dad, why are they on Disney TV? Like,
Okay,
well,
yeah, this is nonsense. Again, this is why you have to check it. This says notable early momentum: Marcia Ludgood and Fred Richardson and Carlos Finley. Yeah, this is like
pulling some old data.
That's some very old data. Oh,
Yeah.
I was trying to well, that really sucked. Oh well. So let's go from there. But what is we have to do local news first. That's our first segment.
I got some more local news.
Oh, I've got local news too.
St. Luke's graduate Jeremiah Jackson is now playing for the Baltimore Orioles.
Oh, it's in
the
big
leagues.
show.
Yeah.
That's great. What does he play?
He plays shortstop. And there's a great highlight of him last night getting thrown out, stealing second. But the highlight is how good of a play the catcher made. So the guy didn't do anything wrong.
Well,
yeah, it's good to see the guy in the leagues.
That's congratulations. I've got another one. Local luminary Eric Erdman.
Yeah.
He put this on Facebook
Friend of the
today.
show?
He says he is nominated for a Grammy.
That's a big deal.
So that is really, really cool.
That is a big deal. You know who may be more talented than Eric?
Who's that?
His mother.
Oh, yeah. Miss Juanita.
Man,
she's fantastic.
Stand-up comedian. She was telling me stories the other day. I was fortunate to be at a birthday party, and she was there.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Big John's birthday party.
John's birthday party.
Yeah, that was so nice they came. That
was a great party.
Eric I've always said, Eric, if there was a ambassador of Mobile music, he would be the person I would put up for that, because he literally goes around the world. He's in Alaska, or on the way back from Alaska right now. And I would say he's a very good positive influence of the Mobile, Alabama.
The theme of the show.
Right.
We had a come to Jesus yesterday about how negative we were.
But I want to create a segment called dystopian segment.
That's good. Yeah.
What part of this dystopian, based on 20 films, are we channeling right now?
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
So not right now. It's not dystopian at all. But
no,
when we get it to dystopia,
yeah.
Oh, I can get into a dystopian. We should get into a dystopian. Are we done with local news yet? Because we're.
That's all the local news I've got.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got Amtrak. Yeah.
Yeah. My wonderful wifey went to New Orleans and
saw that online.
How
did she report about it?
They said it was very convenient, but when they came back to all the people that bugged them on the train, it sounded like the local mental health, the hospital was let out.
Oh,
they had people with like mason jars around their neck, like marinating quail eggs, and one guy wearing like a leather apron kilt.
Or
I don't know, dude. It's just what they were telling me. It made no sense, and I was like, "This sounds horrible."
Being on the subway in New York.
Obviously so. I mean, they didn't feel threatened, but I would have to be the one saying, "Get the hell away from me, freak."
Let's be fair. Amtrak is the Greyhound of the rails.
Well, yes, it is.
It's just what it is.
But not a lot. Well, again, the hobos used to be known for riding the rails.
Of course.
And now
that would have been a cool lifestyle.
No, that would not have been cool.
Is a lifestyle? If you
Come
were
on,
a
hobo.
Homeless, wouldn't you rather be homeless a bunch of different places instead of homeless in one place?
I hear those guards and yard dogs were very hard to deal with.
You know what we should do sometime?
Is the language.
Hobo language.
That's very cool, yeah. Hobo language is pretty cool.
So for those of you that don't know, all the graffiti, not all, but a lot of the graffiti you always see on trains are hobos communicating with each other.
Wait, not the graffiti.
Some of it.
No, graffiti, like the actual graffiti is they're communicating to their people. But what I understand about hobo language was like ciphers that would show you like, this yard is safe to get out on, or this person will.
Yeah, with graffiti.
It was like a marking though. It wasn't like paint and stuff. They would etch it into. Yeah, so I'm saying.
So not.
So what I'm saying, like graffiti would be confusing to someone.
Understood.
Yes.
I got you now. I'm trying.
Yeah, but they do. They have this they would in a wood pole next to the back of someone's house near the railroad yard. They would have a circle with a line through it. It would say, "Don't go near this person's house for whatever." Danger. But yeah, that is pretty cool. I got interested in nonverbal language when I was doing early podcasting because I thought that'd be a cool podcast, and I was fascinated by gay club culture.
Okay.
Yes. And the way that people put handkerchiefs in their back pocket and what that said about them, I had no idea. It was like a world unto another world that I just didn't know existed.
Oh, well, if you've never been exposed to it, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It's no different than baseball signs.
Correct.
I mean, all kind of close-knit groups, organizations, whatever, have their own internal language.
Sure.
And in business, we call it jargon. That's all jargon really is just a way to communicate with people.
Signals, baby.
They think they know what the word means. But that's always, a lot of times when I'm talking to somebody and they say something, I'll say, well, can we agree on what that word means first?
Well,
because I don't know that we do.
Yes, right. And that happens a lot. Well, especially when you become to things like success.
Sure.
Because I used to have to not interview people, but I used to have employees and they would tell me they wanted to be great.
Yeah.
And all these things they wanted to be and who they wanted to be like, but their actions were exact opposite of all the things to get there. And I have to constantly tell them, are you sure you're saying the same thing you think you're saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't think that word means the same thing to you than it means to the person who is incredibly successful.
It
wasn't me, by the way.
Yeah. No, I understand exactly what you're saying. In my meditation this morning, I do a daily meditation, and this morning's topic was a lot about that and kind of imposter syndrome. But it was about if you think you want to be something, start living life like that person right now.
Yeah. Well,
don't wait to become that person. Start living whatever you dream to be.
Yeah.
Start acting like that person right now and think, what would that person do in this instance?
Well, and I like those books like The Life of Saints. Even if you don't believe in all the divinity stuff, these are people who did selfless and pretty magical things, amazing things in life. And the idea is those like The Life of Saints has influenced so many people to be very kind or very strong leaders, because the idea of most of the early saints were leaders in the church. And also, by the way, under the guise of a sword at your head. So, they're pretty heroic as well.
It's funny you mentioned that. I saw a stat or really a graph today about the rise in the conversions to Catholicism.
Yeah, I just saw it too. It's like a threefold increase. Yeah. It's I think people are looking for some meaning, and young people are definitely looking for some meaning. That's why they also find socialism very quickly. Sorry, they do.
I saw somebody posting about this the other day. They said, why would you not think socialism is something we should experiment if capitalism has left you with a broken system with crippling debt and no options to get out of it?
For them.
Yes, for them.
But it's also
why wouldn't a young person?
But it's also a very narrow view of history, because capitalism has brought more people out of poverty than anything ever. Yeah. But yes,
have you ever when's the last time you talked to a group of 21-year-olds? Not real smart.
Well,
they don't have a lot. They're smart. Yeah. They just don't have a lot of. They don't know because they don't know.
And also,
when I was 21, I knew everything too.
Well, hubris. The hubris of a young person is a blessing and a curse, because it also makes you feel like I can do anything without the understanding of you're a fool to be doing it, which sometimes is amazing. And the other thing is when you're talking to someone who's kind of lived through some things, it's like, yeah, I kind of felt that way too, but. And now I'm just saying, I'm not going to discuss this with you. You'll find out. I just tell you, you'll find out.
I mean, well, and honestly, a lot of things you can't tell someone. It needs to be a lived
exactly. Yeah, you need to have that to say against that thing of like, you'll see, but I'm not like putting a threat upon you. I'm just saying like, hey, you're going to need to do this to figure. Like, I will tell you, like learning how to save money, you need to literally piss it all away and really learn that's how you save money.
Yeah.
You need to be in a very bad state.
They talk about with addiction, right?
Sure. Yeah, right. But rock bottom. Yeah.
A friend of mine, Brad Good, he's a pastor over in Destin now, but he used to be here in Mobile. And he taught me this phrase that it's not experience that matters. It's evaluated experience.
Yeah. Oh, a discernment. Yeah.
Just going through something does not provide the benefits.
Yeah.
You got to learn through that.
And so there's a great Jesuit learning system called the Ignatian Way, which is all based on this. It's all based on, I'm not going to get way into it, but it's based on the Station of the Cross. But it's this idea of you review the things you've done within hours, within days, within weeks, within months, and then how you. It's an amazing system, the Ignatian Way. But the idea is understanding that you are aware of what's going on. You understand the sacrifices, then you figure out what the resolution is, and then you don't repeat the mistakes, but you replicate the successes.
Interesting.
It's a very fascinating. And I always wondered when I went to McGill-Tulane Catholic High School, why in the world did they not teach us at 17 years old this brilliant old 400, 500-year-old kind of model of what they say is the world's oldest corporation, which is the Jesuit, because of the universities. And one of the persons told me years later that was administrator at McGill, he said, you don't teach 17-year-olds the ability to argue free will. Because they'll be able to argue it and say, I'm not doing that. Well, why? And then the idea is they'll give you this Ignatian Way, and it's kind of hard to say, well, then you have to go back to the, well, why? Well, because I told you so.
The old parenting line.
Which is, by the way, it works. Sometimes it's because I don't want to deal with you. How about that?
All right. So getting on the saints and AI, it made me ask, I just asked Grok while you were talking.
Yeah.
Who is the patron saint of AI? This is what it says. There's no officially recognized patron saint of AI, as it's a modern technology, and patron saints are typically associated with more traditional roles or causes. However, some might suggest Saint Isidore of Seville, the patron saint of computers and the internet, as a close fit due to his association with knowledge and learning. He was a 6th century scholar who compiled vast amounts of information in his work, Etymology, which some liken to an early database of knowledge.
There you go. A human computer.
Saint Isidore of Seville.
There you go.
We're declaring the lunch break's official
patron saint
of AI.
Are we going to, what is our process for creating a patron saint? Do we light something on fire?
That's tomorrow's show.
That's tomorrow's show. Fantastic. Yes. Is it white smoke or black smoke?
It might be the smoke coming out of Dreamland. It might be tomorrow's lunch break. What's coming? What color smoke's coming out of the pit? Did he make it? All right.
So there is a patron saint of television. I have it on my desk in there. It's a Saint Teresa, but it's not Saint Teresa the little flower.
Okay.
So it's the Saint Teresa.
I find the idea of patron saints interesting.
Again, it's teaching, and they find something, usually the miracle or something that, like this Saint Teresa of television she was a cloistered nun that she was a hermit, right? In her cloistered, that's the word, that's what it means. But she would tell her mother superior of what she was explaining in the 16th century of what a projection movie would be on her wall that were visions of the future.
Now we
call that's why they call it schizophrenia now.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Being able to see. So this is a good story. I was talking to my doctor, and I was getting my prescription refilled. And he said, well, I got to ask always at the 1 and 2 year mark, are you having any vision issues?
Yeah.
And I said, well, if you're asking if I'm seeing things, the answer, or if you're asking if I'm having trouble seeing, the answer is no. But if you're asking if I'm seeing visions, I'm currently trying to conjure them.
Well, that's good. Look,
so
you're working.
That's not what I was.
It's like remote viewing.
Exactly right.
So okay, talk about going into the future here. Let's go into the future. Here's my story of the day.
All right.
Let's go ahead and let's share that. China plans world's first pregnancy humanoid robot using artificial womb.
Can we just stop on that image for a minute?
Yeah.
There's a couple things that I think about here. And I don't know how I fall on this, because I think we need to embrace as much new medical technology as we can.
Yes.
Especially in a world where we're having a population decline. And we're going to need, if we want to keep this thing going, we got to have more humans around. But I don't know how I feel about it. I'm still kind of at a crossroads. I'm sure I'll come around to it, especially when I hear of a story of this baby that was born that might not have otherwise been born. But as for right now, I'm kind of a little, I don't know.
A little creepy.
It's a little creepy.
I'm trying to get to the story, but I'll go ahead and knock. Like I said, today would be it's going to be a lot of mess ups. So
hey, we're already better than yesterday. We had no extra scenes yesterday.
Now I can't figure out. There we go.
Back to the
so the story, and I can't read it. I'm sorry, I can't read it. But again, China. They said by next year. Again, look at this creepy. Talk about dystopian film. Okay, hey, do you know there is a pejorative name already out there for?
Oh, I saw.
Have you heard it?
Yeah.
For robots and AI? It's clanker.
Clankers. Yeah.
So I guess if you're born by a robot baby, you're gonna be called like a clanker baby.
Because instead of an anchor baby, you'd be a clanker baby.
What's 7 acre baby?
No, an anchor baby.
Anchor baby. The other one is it used to be called not petri dish. It was remember it, because that whole thing that I did in the 80s and 90s.
When
it was
IVF first started.
Yeah, you were like test tube baby, but now you'd be called a clanker baby.
Clanker.
Which there you go. If that's a good.
I did see somebody.
Good name for a band, by the way, the Clanker Babies.
That is a good name.
And you can.
I saw somebody post on X when I couldn't remember what the name was, but it was in response to that, and somebody's response was, "Why is the first thing humans do is create a slur for these robots?
We can't help ourselves.
Why do they need a slur?
We cannot help ourselves."
I also saw this guy. It must have been part of my algorithm, but this guy posted something ridiculous. And one of the comments was, "Sir, could you please tell me your ethnic origin? I would really like to call you a slur right now."
Oh, hilarious. There you go. So slated for 2026 and expected to sell for under 100,000 won, which is $13,900.
Wow.
The robot aims to offer a pregnancy alternative for those who wish to avoid the burdens of human gestation.
All right. So see, I don't like that part, right? I don't think we should be trying to.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Sever the mother.
But some people can't have babies.
That's different. They're talking about taking away the burdens.
And I will tell you,
I'm in favor of people getting more babies.
Super cheap compared to the way they do it now with a true surrogate.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's $14,000 here, but a surrogate is going to be at least $20,000 for just the prenatal care. It's going to be easily $100,000 to like rent that person for a year.
Oof.
I mean, you're talking probably $200,000 by the time it's all said and done by the way they do it now.
You know what the good news is? We can look it up.
What?
We can look up the cost of a surrogate mother.
Oh man, robot baby, clanker babies.
Yeah, man, clanker babies. Well, you know what's really interesting to me? All these things, all right, let's go back in time. People would come up with this idea and they'd say, "Oh, it's the future." And people would be like, "Yeah, in 20 years, maybe."
Yeah.
Right. We're now in the months portion, not years. When some of this stuff is announced, you need to be asking how many months is it going to take for this to be reality, not how many years. Yeah, you were pretty close. In the US, Johnny, it typically ranges from $100,000 to $250,000. You've got surrogate compensation. Base pay for a surrogate is usually $30,000 to $70,000. Here we got AI taking jobs away from humans again. Surrogate's going to be out. Additional benefits or fees for complications. Oh, here you go. Agency fees range from $15,000 to $45,000, covering matching, screening, and case
management. You got to find a surrogate pimp. Yeah.
Yep. Medical expenses. The IVF costs $15,000 to $40,000 per cycle. I guess you could save money by doing it the natural way with your surrogate if you were on a budget.
Is that what you would argue to your wonderful wife?
I'm sitting out of that conversation. You are not taking me down that road. Not today, sir.
Because then we'll have it on video. So I can,
I'm just saying, if you were budget conscious,
we should bring Beth on and have a discussion of the possibility of surrogacy for, for more Tindles.
You know what? She would probably be like, "All right,
no,
if we could afford it."
Oh, right. Well,
I mean, look, I really think a lot of people would have more children if it was more affordable.
Well, of course.
Like I would have a whole baseball team. I'd have 9 at least.
You could at least, if you had 2 more, you could have a basketball team.
Yeah. Well, we can play 3-on-3 now.
Yeah.
And I got one that's real tough. One that'll, hold a baby doll instead of dribbling.
I'm the end of the line for the Gwin men, so I have failed miserably in many ways.
Well, we can just take a stem cell from you and
clone me.
Clone you.
Yeah, and then they can put me in a robot baby.
Yeah.
Robot baby maker. Hey, Mark Chapman, my buddy Mark Chapman's watching, and he said chicken livers from the captain's table is what he'd have for lunch.
Oh,
See, now, chicken, there you go.
so back to when I was a kid,
Yeah.
my mom would get a whole chicken and cut it up and fry
There you
it.
go. Yeah.
And
Like
my
a real,
dad,
like a real pioneer woman.
yeah, my dad always got the liver and the gizzard.
The gizzard. Yeah. My Aunt Lottie would get chicken gizzards from Hart's over there on by across from what used to be Bishop State, or it still is Bishop State, but it was a high school back then.
The last
Well,
time,
that was back in the day.
But
that was back, when everything was still black and white.
Yeah.
Last
summer I was looking for some bait for a crab trap.
Yes.
And the closest thing, I didn't have anything at the house. The closest thing was the gas station up in Josephine, and couldn't find anything in there except they were about to throw out what looked like about 5 pounds of chicken livers and gizzards.
Yeah.
And they sold all of them to me for $1.
$1. What a bargain.
Turned it into crab bait.
What?
Turned $1 into at least like 3 crabs that I let loose because I didn't catch enough.
That's right. It's not enough. That's not enough for a boil.
No.
Yeah.
I'm a firm proponent of that. If you don't catch enough to make it worth your trouble, you just got to let them go, and hopefully we grow more for the future.
Well, Scott, we've got 4 minutes to kill for Patter here, because at 12:15 we have our first sponsored segment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big time.
We kind of know these people, so they're good people. It's the Meducate weekly medical AI news roundup. So,
and that's where a lot of the breakthroughs are coming from.
Yes. And then people will get to know our agent Xena.
Oh yeah.
Which we actually have a picture of. We'll be revealing today too.
Yeah. If you've listened to Beyond the Blockchain, you'll know that Agent Xena provides at least 1 report a week, sometimes 2.
Yes. She's been getting very good at her transmissions.
She's great, man. She brings a new element to the show and gives us some diversity as well. So just 2 dudes all the time.
Yeah, and she's British.
And she is British. So we're multinational. We're a multinational live streaming operation, Johnny.
I did the wrong thing, and I did not label the episodes. She gave us 2 today, so we might do the first one.
Yeah.
Or the second. I don't know. We'll figure out which one it is.
Just tell her to relabel her file next time.
God, damn it, Xena, get that stuff right. Well, I guess we'll go early. So here we go. I wish I had a drum roll here, but so
I got you.
This is our Meducate medical AI segment here. And then let's see. Let's go to the player over here. We'll play our first. Let's see.
Look at us like a real show.
I think
going on.
This is it. But we'll find out. Let's see here. So again, we can't even hear it until I turn it up. So I will patter. So it's way behind, by the way. So again, brought to you by Meducate. Check it out, meducate.ai. And then, okay, it should be going on now. So I will put that on, and then that's okay. Oh.
AI Tech News Roundup. Diving into AI that's actually saving lives and your wallet. Buckle up for 5 rapid-fire stories on AI revolutionizing medicine.
Live TV, folks.
Well, live TV, folks. So
that's right. There's a show. Throw Agent Xena up on the screen.
That's Agent Xena.
No, they can't see her. Right? Can they? Which one are we looking at?
They should be able to see her.
Oh, they can see the big screen.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Yeah. So now I've got dead air that I'm doing on the rebroadcast that I'm listening to, which is, again, people, this is not how you do a live broadcast.
Catch diseases
but,
early. Skip
here we go.
And slash those skyrocketing medical bills. Your bank account, thanks.
Here we go.
Story 2. MIT's AI sifted through 36 million molecules to whip up new antibiotics that zap superbugs like gonorrhea and MRSA in mice. We're talking a second golden age for fighting resistant bacteria. Listener perk. Cheaper, effective drugs mean fewer hospital stays and lost work days, keeping your finances healthy too. Story 3. Mount Sinai's AI crushes emergency room triage, predicting admissions better and faster than nurses on over 1 million visits. Less overcrowding, smoother flow. You benefit. Shorter waits, efficient care, saving time, stress, and those surprise ER charges that hit like a truck. Story 4. South Korea's Dr. Lorne. AI, trained on 15,000 legal rulings, warns docs about malpractice risks tied to symptoms and procedures. It's like a crystal ball for lawsuits. For everyday folks, Safer treatments, fewer errors, translating to lower insurance premiums and peace of mind without the courtroom drama. Story 5. Google and NASA cooked up an AI doctor for space crews, diagnosing issues when Earth's a delayed call away, expanding to ultrasounds and even Earth telemedicine. Your win? Remote care in rural spots or pandemics, affordable access that keeps you out of debt and orbiting good health. Wrapping it up, these AI breakthroughs share a killer theme, making healthcare smarter, faster and cheaper, tackling everything from superbugs to space docs. It's not sci-fi, it's saving lives and dough. As Norm MacDonald might say, who knew robots could be better at doctoring than us? Probably the robots. Stay tuned. Xena out.
All right. Again, that very interrupted segment
It's good for the first
brought to
stage,
you by
honey.
Meducate, but
That's all right, we'll
that's
get
how it goes. So did you hear any of the stories?
Yeah, I did.
The one I think is fascinating is AI is pointing out to doctors in their practices what they are possibly doing that would open them up to malpractice lawsuits. So it's like very preventative,
Yeah.
that's fun.
See, my concern with that is it will encourage doctors to not give you the full truth.
Oh, no, I think, wait, about your condition?
Well, I'm
Well,
saying
I tend to think they give you, most of the doctors I have give you the worst case scenario first.
right.
Yeah.
I'm saying, what does this change that?
No,
Does
well,
AI
I think
telling
it's,
me-
but I think it could be more things like what your staff is doing and like maybe processes and procedures and
Yeah.
not having Meducate AI to help with patient
Educate your
education
patients.
consent.
That's a good point.
But
I like the AI medical stories where we see that they've come
Sure.
through previous research and they're like, oh, we found a new antibiotic, a novel antibiotic that has existed forever. We just couldn't uncode it.
Right.
And we're seeing a lot of that. There may be a new series of antibiotics that come out pretty soon related to that.
Let me see. I need to pull my notes. Whoops.
Hello,
Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, that's called How Not to Do Live.
I don't know what's
There
going
we go. Again, you read the name of things. I don't have my notes in front of me. Oh, well, so I didn't get to listen to the whole Xena thing, but there was 2 things on new antibiotics that are being found.
Yep.
And, that's the part about AI that is I hate the word game changer because obviously
A lot of it is.
AI
Yeah.
used it. If you do game, I've told all my AIs quit using the word game changer.
Yeah.
But it is that ability to look at a mountain of information and be able to find that and find that pin
in ways that we could never come through that much data before in any reasonable amount of time. Johnny, can I tell you about this tweet I saw today? It says Goldman Sachs says AI will replace 300 million jobs by 2030.
How many?
300 million.
Oh.
McKinsey says AI will replace 70% of all white-collar jobs by 2034. The World Economic Forum says 84 million people will lose their job to AI
worldwide
in the next 4 years.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're going to see a larger concentration of that in Western.
Sure. Well, of course, because
Western
technology.
hemisphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are coming from very conservative people who rely on the
not politically conservative.
No.
Right.
Fiscally.
Yeah. Right.
What you would you think of Goldman Sachs, the bankers,
statistical.
Statistical. Statistically conservative. They're not going to overshoot.
Yeah.
And it goes back to, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. You're not going to know your time's up until your time's up. You're just going to get, it's just going to be a wipeout.
You'll get an AI automated email to tell you you've been let go. I've already gotten that already from a client.
You told me.
It was so obvious. I was like, well, I mean, it was well written and precise. I'll give them that.
Yeah, precision.
It was
good.
very precise. That thing cut like a scalpel, baby. It was good.
Yeah,
it was really, really solid.
What a day so far. We've had Eric Erdman
Eric Urban for nominated for a
Grammy.
Grammy for he was a artist on a various artist album. Yeah.
We've had Synthetic Wombs.
Yep. Clanker Babies.
Anchor Babies. What a first half of the show. We're just over the halfway mark.
And talking over our first Xena segment,
Oh, yeah.
which I just heard that our system does not play the volume very loud. So I will have to juice the volume in the future.
Okay.
Or I will use my side thing over here, my side piece over here to because it allows me to turn up the volume. So
Yeah.
a
All
little
right.
more. But it was nice to have it. We're using Restream, by the way, which we're not on the affiliate marketing program yet for Restream. If you want to do your own TV show, which I will tell you, it's not as easy as we make it look. But Restream is what we use, and it's got a bunch of cool tools on it, but we are still figuring it out as we go. So, and we're on a radio with a professional tonight. We have a professional engineer. So if you love this show so much, we're not done yet, but we are on. Let's see here. Do I have? No, yep. Nope. I didn't add it on there. I didn't. I will try. You go ahead and give them the information of our show.
Yeah. So every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock on FM Talk 106.5, you can see me and Johnny, or hear me and Johnny talk about similar stuff. We talk a little more crypto on there, and we're more structured on that hour because live radio is more structured than streaming. We have commercial breaks that we have to bust into, and
right. But also somebody else is pushing the buttons, which helps a lot.
That's right. Well, you got a third person that can allow you to. Yeah, I get to do the same thing on both shows. Which
look, see, that's what I didn't
bit.
want it to do when I did that. Look at that. See, that's a blank screen, people. Well, again, so I'm looking at it 5 minutes or 4 minutes behind. That's bad. That's very, very bad. So
well,
yeah, all right. Well, hey, you
we'll
live and learn.
And you know what? We're not worried about that.
Hey, my mommy's listening to us.
You know what?
Hi, Mama Gwin.
I bet my mom will listen as well. So there'll be at least 2 listeners.
Well, today. I saw Mark Chapman was listening. I saw my my cousin was listening earlier. So,
I asked a friend before the show if they had any questions.
Yeah.
And they said,
why are you doing this?
Basically, it was, I think I saw something about that on Facebook, but I have no idea what the show's about, so I have no idea what question to ask.
Exactly.
I was like, "Oh, we're doing a great job."
That's exactly how it's supposed to be.
It's a way to market this program.
Well, today I put in the description local news, AI, crypto, something else, and the rantings of hosts Scott, Tindle, and Johnny Gwin. So at least it gives an idea.
Can I tell you some crypto news I found interesting?
Yeah, sure.
Helium Mobile, which we talk about a lot on the radio show. If you don't listen to the radio show, Helium Mobile is a blockchain-based, basically cell phone company. And I've got my daughters on it now, and they actually earn crypto by using the service, and it's substantially cheaper. But one of the things they announced yesterday is they're going to increase the burn rate on HNT, the coin, and that every dollar that comes in through mobile phone subscriptions, they'll burn dollar for dollar inside HNT.
So what you're saying is they're probably buying treasury notes with this, is what you're saying.
Well, they're going to burn the coins to decrease supply.
Okay.
To raise the price. So every time somebody spends more money, we're going to keep burning that down and reduce the supply of coins. Hopefully increase.
So they're trying to be deflationary.
Exactly.
Okay. Which is not what the US dollar we have today is.
As
we're printing right now, probably as we're speaking.
Yeah. I mean, that's the weird thing about, and that's why we like Tau, right?
Tau. Well, except for, boy, my Dow X today ate it with.
Yeah, but
it's a long hold. It's a long hold. Yeah.
If you're not familiar with that one, that's a coin DAO.
No, TAO.
TAO, pronounced DAO, TAO. And it is essentially the decentralized internet
of intelligence and talent. It's
AI.
AI intelligence.
The decentralized AI infrastructure.
Yeah, you don't need so you have a great idea for an AI product. You don't need to build the millions and billions of dollars in data centers to be able, you can lease it with what's available.
Right.
So you can still use NVIDIA chips and all that stuff. So it's the idea of creating, it's like co-working for AI ideas.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
I did see another headline that.
Hold on, that's a very reductionary version of what it is.
Yeah,
we explains what it is.
Yeah. We can get into more
Yeah.
People are
But take a look
interested.
at it. So you can also DAOX, TAOX. This is not financial advice. DAOX is on NASDAQ. That's a way to play this play. And of course, you can buy the DAO coin. And then, of course, I don't still understand the subnets. So
I'm still trying
it's
to
very
my way through that.
complicated with the 126 subnets of DAO. So.
So another headline, AI related. It said some AI experts returned from China.
Yeah.
And fear the race may already be over.
I heard that was nonsense from 3 people on Fox Business this morning.
Okay.
But it did tank the NASDAQ today. Tanked it.
Whether it's true or not, it does go to one of the core problems we have, which is producing enough electricity.
Correct.
To power these giant
I will
data centers.
definitely say that.
And so the fear is that the Chinese can move faster than we can because the CCP just says so, and it's done.
Yes.
It takes us decades to create new power in this country. So something's going to have to give there. We're also seeing issues with water usage. Have you seen this?
Well, you have to cool it.
Yeah,
and the
so
cooling.
It's sucking water out of local rural
is
communities.
Is it in Georgia where like a whole city lost all their water? Is
Saw one in Arkansas
I think that's one of Elon Musk's actually.
Yeah, one of Meta's in Arkansas is having a similar issue.
Man.
But you're going to see this everywhere. I mean, if they drop a data center next to Big Creek Lake and start siphoning off all your water, you're going to it's going to be something the community needs to talk about.
I guess what the idea is to let somebody do that. The idea is they'll build you a filtration system. Is that kind of like how it works?
I don't know. I think what is going to end up happening is going to be like the TVA, where they just say you're losing your farm because we're going to flood it. To make this
right. We'll take what we want anyway.
Yeah, we're going to use imminent. I think the government will end up using eminent domain to take what they want because data centers and AI are a national.
Well, look at the history of the interstates that they use for military public eminent domain. They just took stuff because they said this is not for us to travel. It was for us to move tanks. Was the idea, or move troops. They'll easily do that because they're already saying that data centers and AI is already a national security issue.
I mean, one of the things we need to double check. I believe this to be true. Somebody can fact check me. That when Eisenhower was building the interstate highway system, every so many miles there has to be a stretch that's perfectly straight for a
plane to land. I think I heard that too.
I don't know if that's right or not.
That's called Texas.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's called the state of Texas. It's just one long line.
It's I-10 from Los Angeles to Jacksonville.
So when I drove to San Diego, this is year 2000. In the year 2000,
nice Conan reference.
There was a mountain in the morning that started out, and I thinking that mountain we'll eventually get close to it. In 2 days, it never got any bigger.
Wow.
Never got any bigger.
Yeah.
I was like, that's how far away we are from that darn thing. Oh, well.
Yeah. I love that meme where it's like the European mind could never comprehend.
Right?
Yes, I saw this video. They asked this woman if she lived close to London. It was a lady in England. And she was like, oh, no, I don't live close to London. That's 2 hours away. And this British guy who's been living in America responded and said, honey, to Americans, that's a commute.
Yes.
Like you could commute to the city from there. So when they ask you if you live close, what they mean is it a day's drive?
Yeah.
And he was like, in the UK, anything over like 30 minutes, people are like, oh, we're just not doing that.
I kind of spoiled. That'd be kind of nice.
It is kind of nice, right?
And also they have a wonderful train system over there where
a lot of trains
actually works and makes I don't know if it makes money, but it's used by a lot more people.
Do you know what is the most mobile thing I can think of right now?
Is it going to be about how much money that train's going to end up losing eventually down there?
It definitely revolves around the train.
And hold on. The selfish only child of me loves the idea of the convenience of traveling down there.
Sure.
But the jaded, Mises Institute, ex-libertarian looks at that and goes, what a complete waste of every dollar that could ever be imagined.
Well, I look at like what China's doing with trains that go 900 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You could be to New Orleans in 10 minutes.
I don't think I want to go on an American train going 900 miles an hour, considering that someone told me that just randomly a truck just stopped on the line yesterday in Gulfport. Literally a trailer just for 45 minutes. It was a 45-minute delay because some truck just stopped on the train tracks.
It's better than what happened down in South Florida. Did you
Very
see that
bad.
guy?
Very
The
bad.
guy turned an 18-wheeler through the
Dude.
emergency.
Okay, trigger
Do not cross lane.
Yeah, trigger nightmare number 8. I mean,
Dude.
it's so bad.
That's like an episode of Final Destination.
It's so bad. Again, what idiot doesn't know you don't? Never mind.
Well, the guy, it makes you question how one goes about getting a CDL in the state of California.
Yeah, well, you know,
Because didn't they confirm that the guy was in America illegally?
he came
Not
in,
to get in on
came in
immigration, but-
2018. He was denied by the first Trump administration for getting whatever documentation he needed. He got it in the Biden administration. That's this right to work, and then he got the CDL from California. And then whoever is the dingus who is running the greasy, what's his name? The governor over there, the greasy governor.
Oh, Gavin Newsom.
Tried to call out can you believe this? Tried to call out the Trump administration for letting that guy come in the country.
Yeah, well,
And then finally someone to fact check him and say, no, he was denied a work visa under, ice cream brain. Biden is when they did, they let him also again. It's just but my thing is like these tragedy merchants, it's like, just constantly. And again, if you're going to give the clapback, what do they call it? Clapback. You better get don't look like you are the butt of the joke at the end of it. Oh, by the way, no, that was actually your people that did that.
It's one of my favorite lines from The Simpsons, though. Cartoons don't have to be consistent.
Oh, no. Right. And we live in cartoon world.
Politicians are cartoons.
All right. So speaking of cartoonish and AI, let's go ahead and try Zena's second story, which you can't hear.
Hello, fellow seekers of the unseen.
There it goes.
This is Agent Zena, your guide through the shadows of the digital frontier. Today, we're going to peer into the enigmatic resurgence of NFTs, those non-fungible tokens that once lit up the crypto cosmos like shooting stars, only to fade into whispers of oblivion after the 2021 crash. But hold on to your ether, listeners. They're stirring again, like ancient artifacts unearthed from a forgotten tomb. Picture this: NFTs as unique digital keys to hidden realms. User activity has nearly doubled since early summer, a quiet comeback that's got Solana and Ethereum battling for dominance, with Base now claiming over half the action. It's like a cosmic shift in the blockchain galaxy, fueled by projects like Pudgy Penguins, adorable avatars turning into real-world businesses, blending art, gaming, and community like a secret society of pixelated penguins building their own iceberg empire. Yet the debate rages in the ether. Critics, like Solana's co-founder, dismiss them as digital slop, mere hype-driven receipts, worthless as fool's gold in a miner's pan. But proponents, they see profound magic, cult-like belonging, where holders become family, transferring assets in games or fractionalizing art like sharing pieces of a starry night sky. Real utilities emerging, in ticketing, marketing, even AI-fused culture, onboarding us to a tokenized future beyond speculation. Despite the buzz, revenues dipping since January, a stark reminder that this ecosystem's high risk, like chasing UFOs in the Nevada desert. Listeners, this means NFTs aren't dead. They're evolving, whispering promises of digital ownership and communal power. Embrace the mystery. Could they unlock metaphysics in our mundane world? Stay vigilant, stay connected. Until next transmission, this is Agent Zena signing off.
All right. NFTs.
Johnny, NFTs are back. You know what that means? Remember that NFT project we knocked around years ago? Oh, you did it. There it is. That makes me so happy.
So this was 2022. I worked with a fantastic artist to do these.
Can you make that big screen?
I can't make it big screen because I didn't put it.
Okay, tomorrow we'll do it.
Tomorrow we'll do it. But the reason why I didn't do it because it was OpenSeas was the gallery.
Yeah.
Solana had just gotten one. There's a couple of them, and the gas fees and the fees to put these things up.
Yeah,
it would have cost me like $4,000. I'm guessing now it'd be like 50 cents.
Probably it better be.
But so the idea was you can buy the whole collection. You could buy individual. We were going to do like colors for some things, but you have like crypto Slack, Crypto Rex Gold number 1, Crypto Rex Gold number 1. Crypto Green number 1, Crypto Masker number 2, Crypto Folly number 1, Crypto Folly Blue number 1, Crypto Folly Red number 1, Crypto Death number 1, Crypto Masker number 1, and Crypto Rex Blue number 1. Crypto and then purple.
Crypto Masker number 1 looks a lot like Crypto Slack number 1.
Yes, very much.
He looks like he might be based on a real person.
He is. That's actually Joe Kane. That's Wayne Dean.
There we are.
There you go. So it's Wayne Dean in one. And it's
Chief Slack in the
Chief
other.
Slack in the other. So yeah,
Crypto Chief Slack.
Yeah, Crypto Sleep Jack. But Brett Amaker, by the way, the famous, fantastic artist himself. He did these. I mean, did them so well.
I like how it's pixelated, right?
Well, it's not pixelated. It's 8-bit.
That's what I meant.
8-bit. This is Atari. Think Atari. It's actually between Atari and Nintendo. It's kind of in between it.
Nintendo was 16-bit?
16-bit, yeah.
And that was a big deal.
This is around a 12-bit the way I looked at it. Yeah, more of a 12-bit.
And then N64, that meant it was 64-bit?
64-bits. Look at
now
you.
Now I'm learning.
Well, look at you. It just took 25 years to figure it out.
Or longer.
But now it's so funny when people are like, look how realistic the graphics are. And now it looks like a darn movie. So
it's ridiculous.
It's incredible.
I saw an AI tool the other day that is rendering your video game in real time.
And it looks like a movie. You're
just going to be able to create your own. Like, we're going to be into this world of niche content where if you want to create a show about a man riding a donkey, twirling a lasso, carrying a turtle on his shoulder,
why not?
You can prompt that. And you will get a TV show that does that. Have you seen did I send you the video on the guy doing music yesterday? He was a music producer. And they were like, what is music producing like now? And he goes, well, this is what I compete against.
Yeah.
And he said, write me a song about this. 4 seconds later, then he drops it in. And within a minute, he's released it on Spotify.
And I would say, I think that is great for pop music.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I mean, to be honest, I'm going to upset a lot of people. Drake, Beyonce, Taylor Swift. This is soulless music, man. I'm sorry. To me, it's just soul. It's the same producers. They create the same drum beats. They create the same sounds. They create the same everything. AI is perfect for the consumption of the music listener today.
Yeah.
Because it's not meant to be a meal. It's meant to be candy, candy, and more candy.
I saw somebody talking about this the other day. They said, when you're happy, you enjoy music. And when you're sad, you understand the lyrics.
Yes, I agree. Sure.
So
that's why nobody that's a songwriter writes happy songs. You write these heartbreaking, horrible songs that somehow gives you joy to express all that pain.
There's a TikTok channel where this guy takes emo songs that are
puts them in a
like a real sad.
Then he puts them into a major key.
Yeah, is that what I don't know.
That's roughly what the Smiths did, by the way. That was
he took these emo songs that sound like high energy.
Yeah,
and it was like, listen to the words over this music, and you're like, oh, that's depressing.
I think Ryan Adams did that with Taylor Swift's album called 1979 or 1989. Yeah, he re-recorded it in the idea of it being like a songwriter in a minor key. It's pretty good. So when I
say these things like minor key and major key, like I know what they mean.
Well, I
just learned what N64 was.
Okay, major key, happy, minor key, moody. There you go. That's all you need to know.
I'm good now.
There you go.
Lock it up. Musical theory.
So when I was trying to take singing lessons, which never took, the poor woman who had to sit through my caterwauling, it was brutal. And she made me record every one of those sessions. There's no way I could listen to that actual killing of a small cat.
That's how I feel when I re-listen to our radio show.
Oh, of course, yeah. At least we're not trying. At least we're not saying it. Like, at least we're not talking in pitch. We're trying to pitch.
Right.
So I did a song called "Girlfriend in a Coma" by the Smiths.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell me you wrote a song.
No. It's a song called "Girlfriend in a Coma," which is what the Smiths did incredibly well. They wrote this jingle jangly British, a lot of major chords with this singer singing baritone, very deep. and it was about this very sad stuff. So it was a contrast.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember her looking at me because she's never heard this or heard that band, never heard the song or the band. She looked at me while I tried to sing the song, and she kept going, I think you got those chords wrong. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
It was like if Mr. Big was singing a sad song. Isn't that a band?
Mr. Big. Boy, are you bringing out some
Isn't that the guy that sings real deep?
Well,
Once there was
no, man, that's Crash Test Dummies.
Whatever, that song. That's
Mr. Big was like a hair band.
Oh, no, this was in my brain.
Yeah, no, you're thinking of Crash Test Dummies, but it has nothing to do with that. So no one sings as deep as that guy does. But Morrissey does.
Did you like my impression?
But what I loved was that look of just confusement on her face. It was it was a GCD, which is like 80% of all the songs, like it could be like a Jimmy Buffett song.
Yeah.
About drinking beer on the beach, but it's this horrible song about visiting your girlfriend in a coma in the hospital. And I remember having to explain to her what this band does, and it's still the look of confusion never lost her face.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
If your first exposure to the Smiths is through
and also through me
vocal lesson.
Horrible me doing it, so it gets no value of what I'm doing. All right, so Crypto Revelers over there.
I like it.
So
that was a surprise for me. I didn't know you had that queued up.
We have a couple of things here. One last thing. This is one of my favorite things on the planet. I'm a big fan of micronations.
Yeah.
Look up what a micronation is. But this 20-year-old Australian man forms micronation on unclaimed land with 400 citizens. Tiny nation known as Pocket 3 on maps is now recognized as a country. So, God bless you, young man, for, becoming a king at 20 years old of a 125-year-old acre forest of the Danube River between Croatia and Serbia.
So
fantastic.
This is so interesting to me. How was the land unoccupied?
Let's see.
Can I go?
A digital designer.
Can I go to Washington County and just stake claim to a new
again,
country?
dude? You gotta, I'm sure there's you have to go to like the UN or whatever, even though that's a, ridiculous organization, but that has no teeth, but so by the way, that my favorite
Isn't this like the same thing that David Koresh was trying to do?
Well, no, I would go with the idea that it's what I think the most successful micronation is the Principality of Sealand.
I've heard.
Which is 8 miles off the coast of England.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on top of a British metal platform that was used in World War II to guard the English Channel from German Panzer planes, whatever.
Aren't you nobility?
Panzer was
Panzer was a tank.
But whatever. German Luftwaffe. How about that?
Luftwaffe's Air Force.
Well, that's what they're coming over, yes. So they were just abandoned out there. And this minor prince and the royalty went and took it over, and it's been in existence since the 60s. They went to war with Germany in the 70s. Okay. They actually had an incursion with Germany.
So you're telling me I need to get on Grok and see if there's any abandoned oil rigs?
Right? Any platform that you can call your own. They've monetized it. I bought a lady ship for Lady Wellborn. So Lady Stacy Wellborn is. And she's also a landowner. She owns 12 inches by 12 inches on the metal platform. Huh? And then my mother is a baroness. I bought that for Christmas.
Just like the old days.
We need more.
Buy your titles.
We need more QR codes for people. Those are great gifts for people, by the way, to buy a ladyship.
Oh yeah, it's like when you could buy somebody their own star in the star register.
Well, I did that way too many times, and I always kept thinking what a great short story or movie it would be that some dingus bought one of these, stars, right? And something came from that star, and their name was like I don't know, Cliff, and so everybody would be called the Clifties. So like literally your name, so either one, they're dumbasses, and now it's a joke that they're overlords, and now everyone blames you for these horrible Clifties that
So when my star starts raining fireballs down on Earth instead of meteorites, they'd be Tindleites.
Tindleites, oh my!
Tindleites falling from the sky, took out the dinosaurs.
But I got to tell you, just because you buy a star doesn't mean you actually, because they don't really actually change the name of it. I found that out through the hard way.
They being who is actually in charge of the star's name.
The University of Science.
The University of Science.
The University of Science did that.
It's perfect.
So yeah, but
You got one more thing for the end of the show, don't you?
I do have one more. What do I have?
We're wasn't it something about teenagers having some anxiety or something?
Oh yeah, I don't think I put the one more thing. Now this is a sad day in America. Stressed out adults are turning to adult pacifiers.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see, they're anywhere on Chinese e-commerce platforms. We're not so $1.40 a piece, 70. Okay. Let's see. A lot of people, they click to buy. Adult pacifiers are rising in popularity. Others claim that helps them sleep. But no.
So, okay. When somebody just said it helped them quit smoking, and I was about to say, this is what our grandparents just called cigarettes.
Correct. And
like you're freaked. You need a cigarette. Like,
so,
you know how people used to say, "Oh, do you need a cigarette?" You didn't say you do. You want a cigarette. So I need a cigarette.
Well, Lady Wilborn had a very good theory that when the world was told to quit smoking, that was self-medicating for anti-anxiety medications and aggression. So when the cigarettes went away, mass shootings, all kind of things, possibly,
and big
pharma
steps in.
So it's a very fast, a very it's a very astute theory there.
That's why nicotine pouches are seeing the giant rise in popularity that they have. It's the nootropic benefit of the nicotine without
the Zen
cancer. Yeah, Zen is the big brand.
Okay, man, but I mean, they can't make that stuff fast enough.
Tucker Carlson's got a brand called Alp, and it's actually
good. I see that advertised a lot.
Pretty good. It's hard to get. It's not as widely distributed.
They also sell a thing that goes on your belt, like the old phone clips. That you can put your Alp in your little holder.
Perfect.
Yeah, so there you go.
You have your little skull holder instead, and just replace your skull with nicotine.
Skull holder.
Don't you remember, like, you knew I was a real cowboy if they had a skull ring in the back of their jeans?
On the back of the jeans. Yeah. But this goes on your belt.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, that was like when I was a kid.
That was legit.
I was like, that guy's a real
cowboy.
Well,
also, you could buy the pants where someone had made it for you.
Oh, I didn't know those.
A sander did that. Yeah, you put the thing in the back and you sand it.
Yeah. The people I knew and grew up around,
yeah, of course,
they didn't have any money to be buying.
Well, again,
fancy stuff.
That's when I went to a very low level college that had a privilege and a lot of senator sons going to it. They could buy things like jeans that looked worn in with the skull patch in the back, the skull scuff in the back.
Yeah,
skull scuff. We'll call it the skull scuff.
I had somebody ask me one time when I was at Auburn. They're like, "Oh, were there a lot of people doing hard drugs?" I said, maybe, but in the trailer park where I lived,
meth.
It was we weren't that bad. It was like a Jim Beam part,
Auburn meth,
cocaine part.
Auburn meth.
I don't even know if we had real meth back then.
Well, you're kidding me? Opelika, they had some just incredible.
25 years ago.
Yes, dude. Of course.
Oh, I missed out on that.
There's again, you could put you've watched Breaking Bad. You could put like a little trailer in the middle of nowhere. No one's going to smell that horrible stuff. Not that I know what it smells like.
I've heard it smells bad.
It smells bad. It's also toxic and very explodey.
Yeah, I have seen Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
you seen Better Call Saul? Also good.
I did. I quit watching Breaking Bad because at one point I said there's not a single
redeeming
character that I would save their life of. I would kill every person if I had the chance to do it. So. Yeah.
All right, Johnny, we're running long.
We are running long, and look at this. We'll look at this amazing thing. Even though I don't know what I'm doing, we'll go ahead and turn on some music there, and then we will listen to tonight on 106.5 FM 106.5 at 8 p.m. Better Beyond the Blockchain.
Yeah, live, or if you want to catch it in the morning, you can find it on the podcast on the 106.5 channel as well.
Well, everybody, have a great day, and them's the lunch breaks.